week 5, episode 5 of meal prepping for my mom. My mom said this was her favorite week in terms of the food, which I was kind of surprised because I've made some bangers. Anyway, I'm excited to share what I learned this week. So I made a crunchy rice salmon kale salad. This is my salmon with those different seasonings. Threw that into the oven with some soy sauce. And then the secret ingredient was really the kale. So whenever I make a kale salad, my kale always looks like that hard, fibrous, like not like how it is at a restaurant. At the restaurant, this is what they do. They massage their kale. So you get your kale, put some vinegar or like lemon juice and then extra virgin olive oil and like use it generously, like a few tablespoons. Literally put on some gloves and get the massaging, like exactly like what it sounds like. Squeeze it with your hands, just get in there, watch it just like reduce and like get really silky and so different than what it started off with. That's the key to a bomb kale salad. It's crazy. So I paired that with some marinated artichoke hearts and some roasted bell peppers that I did into the in the oven. And then I made a really quick maple dressing. I wish it was that fast to actually make it. And then this is the crunchy rice part. I had some rice that I made a few days ago. I kind of just pushed it out onto some parchment paper with some soy sauce and sweet chili crisp. Threw that into the oven and you get like this nice little crunchy rice situation. I had to do it a few times because that was not enough and I needed a lot of rice on my salad, but that's what it looked like. It was a 10 out of 10. I'm just saying. And I hate to say it about my own food, but it was so good. Okay, so the next meal was a decomposed egg roll, like egg roll in a bowl type situation. So that was some ground chicken. I just put those 2 seasonings on it to start off. And for my veggies, I had some organic carrots that I shredded and an entire head of cabbage. So the cool part about this meal is that it's like a lot of volume, but very low carb. So I basically just wilted down my vegetables a little bit with some garlic and ginger. And while my vegetables were like wilting down, I made this little dressing with extra virgin olive oil, soy sauce, rice vinegar, hoisin sauce, and sriracha. I ended up having to make this sauce like twice. Like that wasn't enough. I needed two amounts of that because I had double the meat. Added my ground chicken into my vegetables and then added my little sauce on top. I'm telling you, this was like the simplest, most delicious meal. When I say my mom called me on the phone crunching. Like she was like, this is so good. Like this is the best. Like she was enjoying herself. Just to think that this is nothing but some cabbage and chicken. Literally, the entire meal is cabbage and chicken, but it's so flavorful. And then you know me, I got to add a little pizzazz. I went ahead and grabbed some wontons and decided I'm gonna chop it up and fry it so that you can have some pieces of wontons on top versus having to eat the entire wonton shell like if you had a real egg roll. So I just took my little pieces, threw it into vegetable oil, tossed it a little bit of salt on top. Listen to this. Oh, I mean, terrible crunch. Okay, don't play with me. And I made a little sauce, a little like yum sauce. I'll tell you about that later. Okay, bye.